Hey everyone, today in this video, I'm going to walk you through Roborock CurvX vacuum maintenance. If you're interested in the CurvX, the link to it will be in the video description. In the description, you'll find links to our top robot vacuum, wet dry vacuum, and cordless vacuum picks, as well as daily vacuum deals with the latest deals, promo codes, and coupons. So be sure to check and shop all of those links in the description. So on our vacuum, up at the top, there's really not much to do here. I always recommend checking this channel for any debris that might start to accumulate over time. You don't want sticks, dirt, rocks, or anything to affect that bumper from moving. You can just wipe down the top cover as needed. We have a removable magnetic cover here, revealing the dustbin, which has your care instructions on it. This is all washable and rinsable, so you can wash and rinse everything off here. The key, though, is just give it 24 hours to dry. Give the filter and the dustbin plenty of time to dry here. If you are tired of rinsing this out, washing it out, and you still feel like it's really dirty, you can buy replacement filters. So you have that option too, but this should last you a long time. But again, up to you. If you don't like that idea, whatever. But it's nice that it's washable and very easy to dry and then replace as needed. You can even, open up the little self-empty flap there, clean everything out in the dustbin. Then you can just take your filter and then you can pop it right back in place. You can line it up here. It just snaps right back in. And inside here, not much to it. You might notice some hair, dirt, or dust here. You can just grab that and wipe this down. Use some compressed air. I always recommend having a can of compressed air around. Looking at the sides of the vacuum. Wipe down the sensor suite on the front. This is where all the contents empty out, so you can peek in here and clean that down. Clean that out as needed. Looking at the back side here, charging contacts and another sensor that we can wipe down. Compressed air if you need to for the LiDAR sensor as well. But again, shouldn't have to do anything there. And then we have one more sensor on the side. Looking at it underneath, we have multiple sensors down here. So you can wipe those down, microfiber cloth, Q-tip, that sort of thing. We have our side brush. If you need to replace this, it's just a Phillips head screw. You can pop that off and put a new one on. Cut away any hair or tangles as needed. Same with the main brush roller. These are removable. If you want, you can wash and rinse those out. Just give them plenty of time to dry as well. Everything's clearly labeled for you. You can replace these if they're worn out. Cut away any hair or tangles, but these do a really good job forcing all that hair to the center and out. And then you can just snap that cover back on. You could rinse the cover off as needed. We have our removable magnetic mop pads. It washes and cleans the mop pads. If you want to peel them off and throw them in your washing machine for a deeper clean, you can do that. Once they're worn out or they're too stained or whatever it may be, they have rips, whatever happens over the course of months and years, you can get new mop pads. With these removed, investigate in here. Make sure there's no debris or anything preventing this arm from swinging that mop pad out. You can wipe down in there any dirt or hair that's starting to accumulate on the underside. For those wondering, the omnidirectional wheel is removable. You just have to gently pry it out. So this always takes me a little bit of time. But you can pop the wheel out, not the whole housing, but just the wheel itself. So I had to get a long screwdriver and towards the front, really pry it out. That's going to be the best way to do it. You can see on the side, trying to go at it from the side just wasn't the right angle. So from the very front, but you will leave a little bit of markings on your wheel as you try to pop that out. So again, this one's not so much the side. It's best to do it straight from the front and then pop it right out. But you can wash, rinse that out, cut away any hair, and then just gently press and snap that wheel right back in place. Other than that, the only other thing I can think of is I like to use a toothbrush if I notice a lot of dirt or debris accumulating on these treads, maybe some sticky messes, things like that. You can just grab an old toothbrush and gently scrub both wheels. But that's it. It's a simple and straightforward vacuum that really does a good job of taking care of itself.